turn. Happy Monday! Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that really weird introduction that I felt like doing. This week on Project Nerdy, we are talking about musicals, which is one of my all-time favorite things in the world. I was raised watching musicals, like with The Wizard of Oz, Peter Pan, and Disney movies, and just have always enjoyed musicals. I think I'm going to talk about my probably 3 favorite musicals. Spring Awakening, which I know Kat is a huge fan of as well because their music is amazing. If you guys haven't seen it or listened to the music, you should absolutely go listen to some of it. If I may suggest, The Guilty Ones, Touch Me, and Totally Fucked are some of my favorite songs from the musical. Oh, and The Bitch of Living, also one of my favorites. Rent, that used to absolutely be my favorite musical when I was in high school, mostly because the movie had just come out. But the movie's really good. It's a pretty good representation. They left out a couple good songs, but for the most part, it's pretty good. The other one would probably have to be Wicked. I know that's like one of the most popular musicals right now anyway. There's a reason that people love it. As I mentioned before, I grew up watching The Wizard of Oz. It was one of my favorite musicals. I used to dress up as Dorothy for Halloween. I was Dorothy 3 or 4 years in a row, and I would still wear the costume when it wasn't Halloween because I really wanted to be Dorothy. I also dressed up as the slutty Dorothy in college, now that I think about it, and I probably shouldn't have shared that on the internet, and I have no pictures of it. So don't ask. It was always one of my favorite musicals. Going to see Wicked, which for those of you who don't know is basically the Wicked Witch of the West side of the story. I know it's based off the book by Gregory Maguire, but I read the book and it is nothing like the musical. The characters' names are the same, and that pretty much covers all of the similarities. The people who wrote the musical, who put it together, they did a really great job. It's hilarious. It's, the music is catchy, and everything about it is amazing. Yet another musical that I would suggest you go see, you should go see them all. See all the musicals, because they're really good. One of the things I think I love about musicals is that it's people seriously just singing their hearts out. It's not any of this electronic, auto-tuned pop music that you hear on the radio. It's just people's raw voices, and the way they can sing these complicated tunes is just absolutely amazing to me, and I just absolutely love it. For those of you in the Boston area, which I'm sure most of you aren't, might be familiar with Emerson's radio station. It's 88.9. here in Boston, and every Saturday from 10 to 2, and then every Sunday from, I want to say either 10 to 12 or 12 to 2, I should have looked it up before I did this, but I didn't. They play show tunes on their station, and for those of you who don't live in Boston, you can actually download the, it downloads into iTunes as like an internet song, which I don't know how that works, but you can listen to 88.9, the Emerson station, when they're airing, whenever they're airing. You can listen to it, and it's really fun because they'll play like a lot of favorites, a lot of classics. Saturday seems to be more classic songs, whereas Sunday seems to be more modern musicals, which is what I'm really into. Like, I love the classics, but I haven't seen a lot of them because a lot of them don't come through Boston very often. Another thing that I didn't mention, which I probably should have, is that I used to work at a theater where we used to get the touring cast of random musicals, and that's how I saw a lot of the musicals that I've gotten to see, and I've been very lucky with the musicals that I've seen. I feel like I usually talk to you guys, but now I feel like I'm talking at you, so I'm just gonna end this video. So my nerdy pleasure for the week is that this weekend, one of my really good friends, who's also a huge nerd, came to visit me, and we had a lot of fun. We watched Harry Potter marathon, but we stopped it before the end of the 5th movie because for those of you who are Harry Potter fans, you know that someone important dies in the 5th book. My question for all of you is, if you could take any musical and turn it into a movie, what musical would you choose? I would choose Spring Awakening. But that is it for me this cycle. I will see you guys in 2 weeks, and Holly, I will see you on Wednesday.